In class, I remember history class. This is very vivid. Oh. I connected a bridge. Welcome to me journaling every single day on video until I heal myself completely. This is day 4. Why should you watch this video? Well, because as I explore myself, I explain how I do it, what works, what kind of beliefs I have, why you might have them, and how you might think, so you'll gain valuable insights, valuable perspective, mindsets, explanations of how your trauma works. So stick around, there's going to be a lot of value for you. Today we're going to speak about pick-me syndrome, which means just being always chasing attention, validation, approval, where that could come from, and all the insights. This is a journaling session, so don't expect it to be pretty or smooth. I will go on tangents, I will ramble, so expect that. So with that being said, let's start. Day 4, and hopefully today audio won't be dog shit. First thing that comes into my mind is I started playing a new game, real-time strategy game. And it's overwhelming because you need to do a lot in that game at once, which my brain cannot handle. So first, my perfectionism kicked in and it said, oh no, what are you doing? You gotta be a pro, a professional at this game right away. You know, like a top player here, which is bullshit. Then I started disliking the game a little bit because it's hard, right? And the worst thing is I didn't apply my own wisdom, quotes, whatever the fuck you want to call it, but it's not hard. It's just new. And that is actually true, very true, because as I play more, I learn more about the game and I'm less overwhelmed. And then it made me realize something. We battle feeling overwhelmed with overwhelming amount of knowledge. This is how I escaped it. Because whenever things get difficult, we usually latch onto overthinking or really researching the topic. So when we do go into something, we don't feel overwhelmed anymore. So how do you fix it? You go for the why am I overwhelmed in the situation? Why is my first action to go to feeling overwhelmed? Why am I not relaxed in that situation? Why do I need to know everything? Because that's what happened to me. I'm like, fuck, I feel overwhelmed because there's like a fear almost. Like, fuck, if I don't get this, I might be in trouble for some reason. You know, like I might fuck up or I might not do what I need to do to survive, basically. Because trauma, belief, something like that is in there. And it nicely ties back in, I believe, to another topic that I want to speak about, which is pick-me syndrome. This concept was introduced to me by a YouTuber called Pearlieee. So I'm gonna link her to that video, I believe, or just to her channel. She's really good, really well spoken. And she spoke about pick me because everybody left you behind, because you weren't loved, because you were not good enough. Now we want people to pick you. And once I realized that, holy shit, it changed my life. And I'm like, oh damn, I really do want to be picked. And it really clued me in what was happening with me. The way you yell pick me is with your energy. Some people they feel this needy energy, and people don't like needy energy or needy behavior or needy people because that threatens their survival. Ego is trying to survive and it's very selfish. So ego is thinking in scarcity because it thinks that the resources we have are limited. So if a needy person comes along and is like, give me, your survival sense will say, what the fuck is this person? He will take all of my shit, won't give me anything back. I'll need to feed him too much. Attention, love, resources, food, whatever. So I just might not just even pay attention to him because he might bring me down. He might not help me to survive. So people turn away from you. People like strong people who are valuable because that helps them to survive better or gives them something. So it's from selfishness and survival. Yeah, because I even did that myself. I remember needy people in my life and I'm like, oh, it just feels disgusting. You don't even want to give them attention because how hard they are trying. But there must be a good fucking reason why they're doing so, right? There is. It's because they feel unneeded, they feel rejected, they feel not loved, they feel everything. And they think the only way they're gonna be healed is by getting attention, because attention equals I see you, you are worth of something, and I need you. That's what attention says. And all of those things that attention gives is called love. So I'm suffering from that pick me because I feel it. Like yesterday was a family gathering. And in family gatherings, I tend to turn to my old self because, it's like an environment where it forces you to be that way, where you become someone that makes you feel the safest in that space, right? So if your family members speak about your job and how much of a failure you are, you won't speak about the job and you won't even open up about your hobbies, or you might just be silent the entire time. And if people always pick on your relationships and your love and your decisions in life, you're not going to open up about that. So you become the safest version of you, where you are trying to survive in that environment. So you might just crack jokes, you might not say anything, you might feel how you become your old self, right? Because when you come home, you're a different person. When you're in that environment, you're a different person. At job, you're a different person. So who the fuck are you, honestly? My goal in life is to just be one person all the time, no matter what. Because I know these kind of divisions are not good for us. We should always be one person. We should always speak our mind. Why don't we speak our mind? Because we don't feel safe to do so. Because there's pain behind it. We experience pain when we did speak about something we like, or we did express ourselves, and then we just shut down. For me, that was love. Love told me I'm not good enough, people don't want you. And now be scared to express yourself very deeply or care about something deeply, because, well, when I did, I got a massive pain out of it. So that taught me, shut up and just close off, don't express. And now whenever I do want to say something genuine, it's like stopping me even from doing so. But yeah, I'm at this family gathering and I just don't feel safe expressing myself. I always default to this kind of jokester who's always trying to crack jokes. And I'm like, and you just go into it. You just become subconscious. You don't even question it, because anything else feels like danger. No, if you expose yourself too much, their reaction to this. And the funniest thing is, everyone is in that mode. Everyone. Oh, there's this person, so I shouldn't talk about this, I shouldn't show this personality trait, I shouldn't speak that way, this upsets them, this offends them, so okay, I'm gonna adjust to that and I'm gonna become this person. So everyone is like that, and they just run on their own programs. Funny thing is, once they meet a new person in their life, they're gonna checkpoint themselves. You are yourself currently with them, right? And you're there. And after like 5 years, you've changed, you meet the same person, you go back to the past and become that person again. So if there's any co-workers or anything like that, you're gonna default back to when you met them and what made you feel the safest. So I do that with a lot of people, because if I meet somebody new, I feel so much better because I am the new me and I have improved. But once I go back to the family gatherings, I become the old self and I don't like that person very much. But why do I default to the old self? Well, because that's safe. That's what worked. That's what got me surviving the whole family gathering. And now trying something new is scary because, pain. So, okay, enough about that. I tend to joke around, be a jokester. And it's because this, in my mind, this is how you get people to like you, and you constantly joke around. And I mean, my previous attempts of YouTube was just being so unauthentic because I was doing all this other silly shit, even though I really cared about this kind of stuff, journaling, helping people, deep stuff. I'm 14-year-old into this deep old joke, damn. Cared about that, but yet I was doing silly shit because pick me. And I defaulted to the pick me character, not the I've grown and healed character. Because then you become too much. Like if you're a class clown, you can relate to this, because the only way you get attention is by cracking jokes, not opening up, being the best at something. Or perfectionism is basically like pick me syndrome also, because you're providing them value that you think they need, that you go out of your way to do this, even though you might not even like it, or you might just feel humiliated. Honestly, when I always joke around and when I don't shut up or just feel good with myself, I feel disgusting, because it's like, this is not me. I'm doing something that does not resonate with me. It's not aligned with me. Started using the word aligned a lot because it made sense to me recently. I've noticed it when I chose to do this, and now my life feels so much better. It's like, yeah, this is where I'm supposed to be. I don't no longer have doubts. Now it's just the matter of putting the hours in and doing this until it works, because this is what I want to do. I don't want to quit this. I always said it would be fucking awesome if I could heal, learn, journal, read books, research information, and get paid off of it or something like that. So perfect. I'm aligned. So I'm like, okay, I was doing this fake shit, and now it felt wrong. Now I'm here. I'm doing the stuff that I want, and it feels right, because come here, motherfucker. This line is in line. It's aligned. It's a lot of lines. But yeah, humor for me was the most beneficial thing. I suppose I saw how people treated the funny people. And even yesterday, there was a little bit of jealousy, not gonna lie, when somebody else was like funny, and he always got the crowd laughing, like the people in the room laughing. I'm like, great, go ahead, like that's amazing. But still, I'm like, I wish I could do that, because I want people to pick me, because that is like, I like you. When I laugh at your joke, I like you. I'm hearing you. I pay attention to you. It's not just, haha, your joke is funny. No, those three things. This is where the gold is at, for me at least. Another thing about journaling is that where you don't want to go, you must. You must go there. You must figure out what the fuck is happening. Because right now I'm like, no, that will make me look bad. And I don't want to go there, like jealousy. Ah, God, I might not look as good. Why do I want to look good? Why do I want to look perfect to you? Well, because I want you to pick me. Ooh, baba, ooh, nice, ooh. That hit me harder than I thought it would. It's like, thing will start here, where I think it's the subconscious mind for some reason. This is where I always point when I see subconscious. Then it travels down my neck, my shoulders, my arms, and then down to my fucking legs, to my calves. Sometimes it's just in my legs. Sometimes it's just in my head. But if it's a good fucking realization, it changes everything. It makes me tingle all over. Yeah, I suppose there's this criteria in my mind that I need to meet in order for people to pick me. Love me and pick me is different for me, because love me is basically like, I'm lacking this thing and I want it. Pick me is basically approval, respect, acceptance. Love is more like those things, yes, but it's more like grounded, more fundamental. Pick me is like this kind of like squirrel energy. Or little boy energy, Nothing wrong with that if there's a balance. But if it's just your entire body is just overtaken by this little boy and you can't get out of it, then there's a problem. Pick me. Well, because I did feel alone. No, wait. There's like two things here. First is guilt for what I've done in the past. And then there is rejection. But first came rejection, then the guilt. Yeah, this is how it happened. Guilt came because of the fear of rejection, because, oh God, I need to feel guilty so I could fix my situation, please the people so they wouldn't push me away. And then you feel guilt and you constantly do things out of guilt so people wouldn't push you away. If you didn't fucking care, you wouldn't care about guilt. You wouldn't feel guilt. You would heal it. I guess solution to guilt is more selfishness, but healthy selfishness, or caring about yourself more, forgiving and letting go. There's so much more that I think is just one little piece to the puzzle. Yeah, today is hard to journal. I'm all over the place. Because I want you to pick me. That's why. It's really hard for me to just speak about what I want, because it's like, oh God, people will watch. You need to explain, you need to give them values. Maybe you feel that pick me energy and you never want to give me a chance because of it. It feels disgusting. It's like, no, I don't want it. No. This is too much. Yesterday I also drank. No, 2 days ago I drank. When I was drunk, I was like, I'm so close to being like this all the time. There's no need for me to drink anymore, right? So I feel like there's gonna be like one more drinking session in my life and then I won't ever need it again, because what's the point of consuming something very damaging to your body for an effect that you already have? Why do it? You know, people usually drink because they feel socially nervous and socially awkward. So they're like, oh, once I drink, I loosen up, I speak more, it's easier. So people are looking for shortcuts. They never want to do the hard work. Me, I'm so much better. I just want a temporary release, which is also not good. I'm still looking for a shortcut. So do hard shit. It really fixes a lot of problems in your life, because you then kick the habits, kick the shortcuts, you kick everything and do actually what you need to do. You're not fucking around, you're not lying to yourself, you're not taking the dishonest way of getting something that you want. Another thing I want to ramble about, because my mind is locked, and I know that the only way of getting it unlocked is just doing something, saying something, releasing something. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to be on topic all the time. I just need to let it out. No matter what, I let it out, and then I know there's going to be a moment where I just get back on the path where I need to be. Because you speak about it and your mind starts working, and then I was like, oh yeah, right, so this, oh right. Because if you just stand there and not move, nothing will happen. Something has to happen for something to happen. Nothing changes if nothing changes type shit, you know. I forgot what I wanted to say. I think it's coming out. And that's usually how it is with journaling, because first you start off cold turkey almost. You start from zero with every single journaling session. Unless you're cooking up thoughts, right? But if you're doing it every day, you're coming in and you're like, okay, well, I need to get into this. Same with filming, same with feeling comfortable, same with journaling, same with getting that place of mind where it's like everything's firing and you can really easily explore everything, where it's starting to make sense what is happening with you. So it takes some time. I learned that you need to get into the flow zone where you just feel like it's effortless, and then you just forget that you're doing it and you just get to warm up, right? So that's what I'm trying to do right now. I mean, I've been recording for a while, but it still does not feel like I've warmed up enough. Okay, this is a journaling episode. Why am I just rambling? Okay, let's dig deep. Pick me. Pick me because I need your love. Pick me because I've been rejected my entire life. Pick me because, oh my God, if you gave me the fucking attention, I'd feel godly. Okay, there's this like huge moment I'm waiting for when I choose the pick me method to cope with everything that happened to me. You always anticipate a reward with all the safety mechanisms that you're doing, right? Perfectionism, feeling not good enough, avoiding something. Like, there's always a goal in your mind. There's always a goal with the subconscious mind. And you gotta ask what? There is foundational things like survival, safety, those things. But what is it to you? I'm trying to realize that for myself right now. Why did I choose pick me? This is juicy. Because like whenever I say pick me, it's just like tingles like all the time. Like, it's really fucking good. This is where I should go. Like, for no reason I'm getting shivers. Maybe because I'm massively changing my life right now by doing this. So pick me is the answer, I suppose, to stop people pleasing, because pick me is people pleasing. If you approve with me, this is the reward or the goal. If you approve of me, then what? What is the end goal with pick me? What am I trying to reach? Pick you, and then what? Then you don't need to worry anymore if you're doing everything correctly. Then you feel safe, because it's like, okay, I locked in this position. whatever I'm doing works, and then I don't need to change it. I don't need to doubt myself. I'm safe. I'm good. No more worry, nothing. I'm here. Everything's good. Of course I'd have pick me syndrome. Yeah, because that was my childhood, pick me. Group of friends playing games, and they usually don't want to play with you unless you're good. So then you're like, okay, if I get good, you'll pick me, right? If I become perfect, you'll pick me, right? If I'm funny, you'll pick me, right? The thing with people pleasing is once you do all of those things and you still don't get the things you deserve, you become bitter, you become angry, you become lashing out on people that you're people pleasing because they're not giving you the reward. They didn't even know you needed a reward. They didn't even know you did all these things for them. They thought, this is just you, this is how you are, They never knew the war that was going inside of your head and the things you're doing. So they're not to blame. You're the one that put this mechanism on yourself, and now you're running with it. You can't blame other people for something that you did to yourself, though it feels good to blame others for that, because it takes off the responsibility off of you to do something. And this is how victim mentality is formed, because oh yeah, I'm not responsible. They put it onto someone else and they never grow. They become childlike. It's like, no, but they started it first. They never get the chance to actually grow or learn from their mistakes because they're always like deflecting. Pick me is there because once you got rejected, that meant if I don't do anything about this, I'll just keep getting rejected. That will be my reality. Damn. So, in the fear of not knowing what is going to happen, I rather do this mechanism where always try to people please, and then I don't get rejected anymore. That means there's no chance left to happen. If I control this, if I make myself perfect, if I people please, they will always pick me because I'm giving them what they want. Because the fear of not knowing if they're gonna pick you is driving you nuts. So you choose the pick me method, the people pleasing method. That's what I discovered. This is when you reach deep down and you dare to see what's happening. So yeah, for me, why do I need pick me? Why do I need pick me syndrome? I would be safe from rejection. So I could do something about rejection. Ego loves control. Because if I don't do the pick me, they might just leave me behind. They might never choose me. If I'm not perfect all the time, they might not choose me. You people please, yes, but you reject yourself constantly. And the true thing that you actually want is to feel okay with yourself again. That's why you opt for approval. So if you get enough approval, maybe you can accept yourself. But if you seek the outside all the time and then go inside and do the work and actually realize all along the thing I needed was myself, then you're going to be stuck there. So this is the thing I spoke about, where the contrast principle, where if you want to be picked, what is the other end of this? What is here? That means pick me. You reverse it as reject me. What does that mean? Well, you're scared of rejection. The reason why you're doing pick me is because you're afraid of rejection. So, it goes in hand. Pick me, you're afraid of rejection. So if you're afraid of rejection, what do? You use pick me. It worked for me. I hear my mind whispering, but I just don't want to latch onto it because I'm afraid it will hurt to go down there because it's vulnerable. I'm afraid to feel again. Let's go there. So, pick me. You'll be rejected. What was that rejection? Well, I told myself after a rejection, well, if you keep being this way, they won't ever want you. That means something is wrong with you and you gotta do something about it. You gotta be a certain way. Because if you won't get the love, you won't get the friends. Reality showed you there's something wrong with you and you need to do something about it. If you don't, well, you'll never be picked, you'll never be loved, you'll never be enough. And then you do so many stupid things. Like for me, lately I've been thinking about just fucking cutting off all my hair, because either I go Tarzan mode or I just go bald. Right? And what looks better on me? I still care about that because pick me. And I can't do it because of pick me. It's like if I go bald, my girlfriend really doesn't want me to go just buzz cut, right? And that stops me. Well, I know that she will stay with me no matter what. It's just that kind of like disapproval of like this little like bar meter going down. It's like, you know, in Sims, or there's like a meter of some sorts, right? And it's going down. So this is how I feel like every single time you do something people don't like, it's going down. This meter is going down. Oh, like love for you. You did this, you do this one thing and it goes down. The way I see love is very conditional. And once it reaches zero, where is this going? Like, what is this state? Also, this whole fucking system is basically, I do something people like, I'll get love. If I do something people don't like, it will go down. And you're afraid to hit here. The thing you need to do is just remove the fucking bar entirely. There should be no bar. There should be no maintenance. And this maintenance always gives you anxiety because you're always thinking of it. There's always this meter in the back of your mind and you're trying to fulfill it. That's a no-go, my friend. Fuck that. So this is what I'm doing. Like, I'm afraid for the meter to go down to zero, right? It's like, oh yeah, you shave off your hair and it's gonna be like, you know, at the bottom. You want people to like you. So people would pick you. And you get these kind of answers like, why, if people love me, I'll get picked? And how do you know that? Well, you ask why. Why do I want to be loved? Well, then you'll be picked. And then you ask, why do I want to be picked? And this is how you go to the root. And even when you reach the root, you still ask why. And you see if there's anything left. That's the name of the channel. Ask why. Because there's, honestly, these two words can save humanity, I feel like. So ask why, my friend. 47 minutes and I haven't reached anything. What is this shit? Sometimes you journal for 2 hours, or sometimes you journal for 3, or sometimes you journal for 1, or sometimes you don't even journal and you get an insight. That is the way of life. It's unpredictable, it's chaotic, but yet it's so balanced and so in order at the same time. Crazy. In class, I remember history class. This is very vivid. Oh. I connected a bridge. It's like, really? This is possible for me? Oh, tingles. Damn, no insight, you know, and then boom. Okay, well, in history class, and see, you only get this good fucking shit once you look into your past. I'm a living example of this. You just witnessed it and you can't tell me no. So, I'm in history class and my bullies are just basically just drawing attention to them. Just like saying stupid shit, cracking jokes. I laugh, others laugh, teacher even laughs sometimes. But of course they're annoyed because, you know, fucking annoying when students don't listen. And I'm looking at them. I'm like, damn, I want some of that for myself. I want this kind of reward they're getting for myself. So I try it. I crack the jokes. I do the stupid shit they're doing. And people hate me for it. They tell me, shut up. Like, shut up. Be silent. Luke, fucking stop it. What's wrong with you? I'm like, damn, well, fuck. What the fuck? You tell me they do this and they get the reward I want. But when I do it, the way they do it, I don't get it. That does not make sense. What do you mean? Why doesn't same action equal same reward? Well, because we're different fucking people. People see you differently than other people. So if you copy other people's way of doing things, well, it's not gonna work because it's not yours, and people will think that it's fake because it is. You're copying someone. You're being desperate. You're being needy. What was the moment of like, oh shit? Well, anger, jealousy, and unfairness. I really didn't dig into those ever in my life. Jealousy, yes. Unfairness, a little bit. Anger, a lot. But they're very not as deeply delved into as the other emotions. I feel a lot of anger for the world and the people because they treated me because I've done everything that seemed to work for others and it didn't work for me, and yet I even got punished for doing those things. They did that, they get the laughs, they get the attention, and I don't. What the fuck? This is unfair. I even get punished. It's like, bitch, I'm trying for you, and yet you punish me? That's why people pleasing is so hurtful, because I thought this will work and it doesn't, and yet you even punish me. You push me away. You don't give me what I want. So it's kind of like, what the fuck? I'm angry. This is unfair, For me, at least, it's unfair because I am the victim here, and my oppressors, my abusers, get to win. They usually use humor to win. So as a kid, you don't know how to cope with emotions and with the things that are happening to you in reality. You try things and then they don't work. That was my coping mechanism. It's like, okay, I feel like a victim. I want attention. I want to be loved. I want to be heard. This is the only way how. And then I applied it. I tried it again. I tried harder. People don't like tryhards. People don't like when something is forced because that makes their bullshit meters goes off, alarms, And they're like, well, this is fake. You don't want to be with fake people because why? Well, we can't trust them. We want to trust. Why? Because survival and safety. Selfishness because you care about yourself. Right? If you didn't care about yourself, you would see it and you're like, oh, they need it, I'll give it to them. But there's a danger because what if they're faking, and what if they're gonna stab me in the back, or maybe they're not the way they appear to be. So being fake really repels people, and people pleasing and being needy really repels people, because honestly, that is all bullshit. That is all fake. That shouldn't be the way of things. Maybe even universe is trying to teach you a lesson. Stop being this way because it's not you. The only perfect thing in this world is you being yourself. You don't need to be nobody else, just you. And yet you're trying to be someone else, and we're gonna punish you for that. Maybe you'll learn a mistake, but if you get stuck, you'll keep pleasing people, you'll become more angry, you will feel like it's unfair, and you'll become more of a victim. And then you're in deep, deep shit. I'm in history class, I'm seeing these dumbasses, these oppressors, and they're cracking jokes, everybody laughs, I try, I get punished, and I'm like, so what is wrong with me that I'm not getting the same reward as them, even though they're worse in my mind than me? I'm better, but I don't get the same reward. What is wrong with me? Well, okay, there was nothing wrong with you. You just were being fake, and people didn't like that. Or people saw you acting different. They felt unsafe. It felt unstable. That was too much of a change for them. And they're like, whoa, my comfort zone. Where the fuck are you going? Come back here. Loki, be the same. It's like death by 1,000 cuts. It's like release. Like those are little releases, not the big releases where you go just Patrick mode, starfish mode. I do this every day. I release more and more, and I'll get somewhere. Shouldn't be like one huge leap of effort in one day and then you're satisfied with it for the rest of your life. No, it's bit by bit, and it accumulates to something larger. Every single move you make matters. If you play games, chess, anything, all of it matters. You can stack up 100 tiny things and that will be 100%. Or you could do one big effort, get 30%, and then quit. The fuck? So this is why consistency is so deadly. Because it's tiny cuts, not one huge blow. Okay, I want to study the whole fucking scenario with me, because that I go back in past and I get to think like me back then. Because now, as I'm thinking as I am now, well, I don't remember. I need to remember how I thought, and then I can dissect it. Then I can go deep into it, the feelings, how it felt. But yeah, I got rejected because I was being fake. You're not living the life that you want because you're not choosing the life that you want. Because you're being fake. Something within you is always driving you to pick things that you don't want. So that's why you're not living the life that you want, because you're being fake. If you get rid of the fakeness within yourself, then you'll be aligned with the things you actually want to do. So if you hate your job and you're still doing it, well, you're going against yourself. You're sabotaging yourself. That's why you're miserable, because it wasn't meant for you and you know it, yet you're doing nothing about it. Same with me. I got fucking rejected for being fake. Now I understand everything I ever want. All the things that I wanted is on the other side of being myself. And I didn't need to be nobody else. It's just the way I reacted to my circumstances. That was the problem, not me. The beliefs I made about the situation and about myself from the situation, that's what's wrong, not me. My brain is perfectly working. My brain is perfect because it's always working. It's always trying to defend me all the fucking time, maintaining me. So I suffered because I was unauthentic. This is fucking massive. It might have not really released a lot of in me, but this realization of this law, be yourself and everything will be amazing in your life, it's just like the living example. I got to see it for myself rather than just, oh yeah, it makes sense. I was fake, so I was punished. Even yesterday in the family meeting, well, I was forcing myself to be someone I'm not. And I was always trying to do something, forcing a situation where I wasn't being myself, right? And well, people punish you for it. Reality punishes you for it. People see it and they feel it's like needy and like not you basically. You should never be needy. That's no. And why is it so freeing for me? Well, because I always thought there was something wrong with me. And I still think that way, I see. But still, it's like a one tiny tip there. And honestly, lately, I mean, I've been shown that once you're yourself and you actually say what you want and the things that you fear and what you actually mean, you get rewarded. I mean, my biggest video on this channel is just me sitting down and actually saying how I feel, how I actually think, and being honest. And people resonated with it because, well, what do you know? Same things attract same things, you know? You place watermelons with watermelons, not with fucking cacti or bananas. Bananas. Cacti, but you say banana, whatever. Yeah, it's like that matching game in childhood where it's like, place this block here and this in the same shape so it fits, right? So if you're a triangle, you're gonna be matched with triangles. If you're a fucking circle, you're gonna be matched with circles. Law of attraction, you gotta be something to attract it. You know, if you're miserable, you're gonna attract miserable people. If you're an alcoholic, you're gonna hang around alcoholics. See? Complex shit explained simply. Like, you get punished for people pleasing. If you're needy, if you're forcing it, if you try to be liked, people see you as smaller because, yes, you do put yourself lower than them because you don't respect yourself enough to be like, yeah, my validation matters. I matter. What I say matters. No, I look up to you, so that means I'm not good enough to listen to myself. Subconsciously, we believe this. Nobody consciously ever thinks this. But it's there. That wisdom is there if you're willing to listen. Sometimes I get like, start vibrating. Unbelievable, right? But why would I lie? The fuck? I just realized that if I'm not authentic, I won't get the rewards I want, or have the life that I want, or, heal. So right now I'm just sitting there and I feel myself like slightly going back and forth for no fucking reason. Like, it happens before. When I meditated, when I go really deep into something, it always happens. Might not even see it, but I feel like my soul, my being moving, vibrating, resonating, sending out the frequencies. Being a 5G internet. Damn, I remember getting 2 jobs because I was like, yeah, fuck YouTube, fuck trying to pursue my dream. Like, it's only brought me pain. It's really difficult. And then I felt very weak and small, and I wanted to prove myself. Oh, that was unauthentic. Then I got a job, and it was fucking hell because I betrayed myself. I betrayed my dreams and my beliefs, like genuine beliefs, like really good beliefs, who I am. And I suffered for it. When I pick something I don't want, I suffer. And it's not just like, oh, only pleasure. Like, oh, I like pleasure, I like comfort. No, I know the things that are good for me, and I know the things I want. Truly, genuinely, I see through the bullshit. And then if I don't pick them, I suffer. So this is a very huge lesson in authenticity in my life right now. Because look, this fucking video, this is authentic, this is me, this is raw, this is honest. And somehow I got to this point where I'm doing this. If you ask me, how did you get here? I could tell you why, but it's really hard. It's just the way things are right now, and I'm okay with it. Not many people get to this point in their lives where they're like, oh yeah, so being authentic is actually good. Maybe they know, but they can't do it because there's so much pain behind being authentic because they got hurt as children. Speaking about getting hurt as a child, so my belief was, there's something wrong with me, because why do they do that action and they get what they want, yet when I do it, I don't? There must be something wrong with me. I should try harder. I'm a hardworking kid, goddamn. So I'm like, okay, I'm not enough. What I'm doing is not enough. So I must try harder, and then I'll get the things I want. Why is it so important for me to get what I want? Power? Because with the game StarCraft, I'm playing it and I'm like, fuck, I suck. I must get better. So then I'll get what I want. I always blame myself for everything. It's good because I get to learn more, but at the same time, there must be a balance. And it's always like, oh, because you're shit. The way I do it, the way I learn is very unhealthy. It's always like, oh, well, you're shit. That's why you don't get what you want. And it's always like that in my life. Oh, these videos are not popping off because you're shit. I'm right. And I'm always trying to go for deeper knowledge to understand how things work so I could apply them and get what I want. Because my needs are unmet. All this thinking, I must be better to get what I want, started from that classroom almost. Why did it get stuck so hard in my fucking memory? I think this is where it got applied. This is where I felt the biggest pain. I'm like, all right, well, I learned my lesson now. So I'm like, okay, if I can get the attention I want, I need to be better. I need to be more polite. I need to be more funnier. I need to be more cool. And why do I need all those things? To be funnier, be cool. Why did I need that? Well, I'm not getting what I want. And honestly, that belief might have came from my parents, where it's like, if you're a good boy, and you do, and if you do something fantastic, you're gonna get rewarded. Gifted kid, where they reward your goodness or your skill or your achievements, rather than you just being yourself. That's the trap. And they shame you if you do something wrong. It's based on your actions. And well, ego is always going to assume everything's about itself, so it could have the most control over the situation and feel the most safest, because if I'm in control, I feel safe. If I don't feel safe. So it chooses to blame itself, even though maybe the people around you or the situation around you is not fit for you, or they're incapable of giving you the proper love or teaching you the right things. Now, of course, they're fucking human. They're suffering the same things I'm suffering. So it's like, we gotta understand each other rather than just blame each other and demonize and make each other's lives harder. We should love, we should understand. But it's good to be angry and feel like it wasn't fair, to let yourself feel those emotions, because if you don't, you suppress them, and then you can't really work with nothing. You need to work this out. So how can you work something out when you don't even know what it is? And maybe you don't even let yourself feel it, or you even reject it and neglect it as much as possible not to feel it. So you gotta bring it forward, look at it, and then clean it out. So this is why suppressing never works. So I get rewarded. I don't know why I'm tearing up right now. Maybe, you know how tiny this feeling was, and I'm about to give you like a fucking 10-minute talk right now. That's insane. Damn, I'm really in touch myself. I'm really touching myself here. Maybe I'm crying because I'm realizing, holy shit, you're doing a very loving act towards yourself, like healing. You're trying to do good things for yourself. Feels very loving. And why am I crying? Well, maybe because the love I'm getting was really fucking needed, because that was a huge pain point. Like feeling empty, feeling like somebody came in and just cracked my cup, and now whenever people do pour love, and it just keeps pouring out. Because somebody poked a fucking hole in it and I'm a cup, I can't really just fix myself or something. I don't know. Well, I was gone for like 2 minutes. Dissociating, that means whenever very difficult emotions or feelings come up, pain, your brain basically just implodes, which means just exits itself, not to feel the pain. It's almost the same mechanism as when you lose an arm, you faint because it's so painful. Your nerves can't take the pain, so you faint to preserve yourself, not to scar yourself mentally as much. So same here with dissociating. You dissociate from uncomfortable situations and very painful feelings. What did I dissociate? Well, I don't know. It's very overwhelming. I mean, okay. Feeling overwhelmed. I really want to figure this out because I want to get better at the game. So, overwhelming feelings. I hate it because I think it takes me back to the times where like I said before, I was like chasing fuckers with scissors, wanting to kill them. And after I've done that, I was like fucked. My nerves were fucked. Like I was in this state of delirium of just being like, just everything's funny. And back then, you know what's funny? I thought I was like lying to everybody. Damn, really admitting stuff that you don't want to admit really heals you. Say it out loud to see how it feels. Kanye West, everybody. Yeah, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm just fucking faking this. Like, faking being so like emotional and like, oh god, like I'm so fucked. Well, maybe because I was. Maybe that's what my ego told me to gain back control. It's like, yeah, you're lying about this. Like, you're not overwhelmed at all with what you just done and what just happened, because they bullied you to the point where you grabbed the fucking scissors and you chased them out of the classroom mid-lesson to chase them all around school and scream and go outside and just alarm the whole fucking school. Yeah, that's not overwhelming. No, you're just lying. Maybe. I thought I was lying. Maybe I was. I don't fucking know. How did that not affect me? Maybe because I was just so behind it. You know, sometimes the things you think that are true sometimes are not. Especially when it comes to yourself, it's like, oh yeah, this didn't affect me at all. Well, maybe you're just so deeply fucked that you put such a massive wall in front of what just happened that nothing can get through, but inside there's a fucking fire hazard and alarms are ringing, atomic nuclear launch codes are being passed around, and it's like, fuck. But there's a wall to protect you from it all. And I believe, like Alexa, thymic people who can feel emotions or name them, that's what's happening to them. They do feel it, but they don't want to acknowledge it. Their psyche, at least, doesn't want to acknowledge it. And that's how they protect themselves. So, yeah, you can't really believe yourself. You know, oh yeah, this didn't affect me. This is what you want to say. This is what you believe. But what is the truth? You should make truth your highest priority. Then you heal. Then everything's good. Everything is aligned. That's how you become authentic. Because if you value truth and you go into a family meeting and you're doing some fake shit and you notice it, and you value truth, not comfort or pleasure or validation or ego or praise or status, then you're gonna heal. Because from this, you go to this and you're like, truth is more important. So why am I being fake? I don't want to be fake. I want to be truthful. I want to be honest. Even if it hurts people, even if it makes them uncomfortable, even if it hurts me, even if it makes me uncomfortable, I'm still gonna do it. If the most truthful thing I can do is journal in front of people, yeah, that fucking terrifies the shit out of me, I'm still gonna do it because that is truth. This is what I want to do because it's aligned. This is it. I think like there's not much to say. Thank you for watching. Leave a comment. Please leave a comment. I love comments. I care about what you're gonna comment. Okay, so leave comments. And yeah, see you tomorrow or see you in 2 days, whatever. See you in the next video.